Got a mission for you, Black Ops. What's going on, guys? Naruto Black Ops here, and yeah. So I know I've been posting. I just posted some more, like three what ifs, like last night, and I think they were really good. I think they were really good. And one of the what ifs that I think are going perfect, or the what if Naruto had no chakra. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. This is gonna be what if Naruto had no chakra part 3. So yeah, let's get into this. So last time I left off, Naruto was talking to Gari. Yeah, Gara. Well, Gara is a girl in this, and that's Naruto's ship. So yeah, Naruto took Konohamaru back to the Hokage's mansion, and he went to sleep. Next day, Naruto woke up. Naruto was gonna go train with Asuna, but he wanted to train. He wanted to find Jiraiya. Yeah, Naruto and Megumi are gonna be training together. So yeah, but Naruto he went to go find Jiraiya, and the first place he thought of was the hot springs. Naruto went to the hot springs, and he found Jiraiya talking to Megumi on the toad. He was saying, "I am the Toad Sage, Jiraiya," and yeah, Naruto just face palmed and he walked over. Naruto said, "Hey, Pervy Sage." Yeah, Naruto calls. This is where Megumi gets his Pervy Sage, saying Pervy Sage to Jiraiya. So, hey, Pervy Sage. Oh, Megumi says, "Hey, Naruto, what are you doing here?" Well, I came to talk to Pervy Sage to see if he can train me. Naruto says, you're gonna have to, he's gonna have to train me too, cause he just knocked my trainer out. And Naruto said, Naruto said, okay, I don't have a problem with that. Jiraiya's just sitting there, you know, like, what do you mean, Naruto? Why do I have to train you? Naruto looked in his eyes with his slit like snake eyes. He said, Jiraiya, you're gonna train me in Naruto, or else. And Jiraiya said, okay, I'll train you guys. No need to be mean, Naruto. It's okay. And Naruto said, whatever, Jiraiya. Come on, Naruto. Come on, Megumi. And Naruto told Jiraiya to meet us at the training field, wherever they went. So Naruto and Megumi went there, and Megumi told Naruto that he doesn't know how to water walk. Naruto said, don't know how to water walk, huh? Well, let's see. I don't know how to water walk either. Megumi says, wait, what? Megumi says, wait, what? Naruto says, Megumi, I thought I told you that I have no chakra. Megumi said, oh, yeah, you have no chakra, so you don't know why I asked you for help. But I feel like you could actually give me some tips on something. Like, how are you that fast? Naruto says, well, Megumi, I trained since the day I was 2. When I was 2, my chakra was drained. My chakra rods, my chakra nerves, everything that involved my body with chakra was gone. No. Before we do this, I forgot to mention, Naruto, the reason why he's able to do after images like that is because of his sword. Naruto had lost his soul. His sword, that's his ability, after image. So yeah, if you guys were wondering why Naruto's able to do after images, that's why. So yeah, we'll get back to the story. Naruto tells Megumi tells Megumi, And he says, well, I trained since the day I was 2. And I did brutally training. If you want to get as fast as me, Naruto, I mean, minis. I can't get used to what I'm saying. If you want to get fast as me, Magma, you're gonna have to do my training regimen. But I don't think you could do this right away. You should probably start off with maybe 200 push-ups, 200 sit-ups, and 200 squats. And try to run around the village about 50 times. And Naruto says, why do you give me why won't you give me your training regimen? Naruto says, well, Magma, you want to be able to handle my training regimen. Even with a nine-tailed fox, you want it. Naruto said, wait, what? How do you know about the nine-tailed fox? Naruto said, well, I know things, Magma. Things that you don't know. And you don't need to worry about that right now. Just wait for Jiraiya. Jiraiya shows up and says, okay, my 2 new students, I'm going to be training you. But Naruto speaks up first. He says, Jiraiya, first you need to teach Naruto how to water walk. And yeah. Same thing happens in canon, but it's just Magma. And Naruto knows how to water walk now. Okay, now we get on to the real training. Naruto, I'm gonna give you the summoning contract. The total summoning contract. And Naruto says, wait, so you're gonna give me a tool like Naruto? And Magma, Jiraiya says, well, not really. Naruto's, summoning is actually the sword. It's his blood. So you could say it's kind of like Naruto's toe. Well, not kind of like Naruto's personal sword or brothers. And Magma says, okay. And Naruto gets the summoning contract. I mean, not Naruto, Magma. I keep on getting mixed up. And Jiraiya leaves Magma there to do the summoning contract while he takes Naruto. He tells Naruto that the Mount Nyaboku people, the total Mount Nyaboku, want to speak to you, so I'll send you there. And Naruto says, okay. Jiraiya does his hand seals, and he sends Naruto to Mount Nyaboku. Naruto's at Mount Nyaboku right now, and he's just chilling. I mean, not chilling. He's just walking around trying to find the Toad King, or the guy that King of Toads. And Naruto finds him. The Toad King says, "Oh, Naruto, you must be Naruto. Or thanks to Jiraiya for bringing you here. Well, we know that you have no chakra, and that you were drained from chakra by the venom snakes." Naruto says, "What are you talking about? The venom snake?" Naruto's having flashbacks. Naruto gets scared every time he remembers every single time he was tortured by those snakes. The Toad sees this and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Naruto. I didn't mean to startle you like that." And Naruto says, "It's okay. So they're called venom snakes?" And Toad says, "Yes. Those snakes were one of our worst enemies. But we were able to take out all of them. I'm sorry we weren't able to get to them before they got to you, Naruto." Naruto said, "It's okay. But anyway, why am I really here?" Well, see, Naruto, by taking the venom snakes, we created a new type of, sage mode. You could call this X-Sage mode. X-Sage mode, huh? Why? Well, it doesn't really use chakra. It actually doesn't use chakra at all. From these snakes, we see that they took all the chakra from everybody that they know, that they've met, but something different about it. It's sage chakra, but it's not chakra at all. We tried to put it with with some type of human that had no chakra, but it didn't work. Tried to put it with a person that had chakra, and what I told, but it didn't work. So we get now we're coming to you, Naruto. I think it can only the sage mode can only be active by somebody that's been bit by the snakes. Naruto says, okay, how do I activate this X Sage mode? Naruto, it's not it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have to go through your worst fears. Naruto says, wait, no, I can't do that again. I don't want to. And the Toad says, it's okay, Naruto. I'll be right here to watch you. And if anything gets out of hand, I'll take you out. And we'll try it some other time. Naruto says, okay. And Naruto the gets put into his worst nightmare. But Naruto, he was surprised that it wasn't the snakes. This it was his mother and father arguing, saying that we should get rid of Naruto. We don't love him anyway. And Naruto had heard these thoughts over and over and over and over and over again in his head. And every time he heard those thoughts, he was in front of his mom and dad's body. Naruto screams, and screams and screams. He's crying. He just can't take it. Naruto, he was just out of it. Naruto, in the real world, was holding his head on his knees. His eyes were closed, but when he opened them, his slit-like eyes curved to the right side, and another slit came in his eyes, but curved to the left side, and it made an X in his eyes. This was X Sage mode. The King of the Toads saw this, and he smiled and took Naruto out of the pain. Naruto woke up. He said, what happened? Naruto looked at the Toad Sage, and he said, well, oh Naruto, you did it. You now have X Sage mode. We don't know the abilities, but let's see what they are. Naruto says, okay. Naruto opens his eyes, and those opens them again, and he has X Sage mode. And his eyes basically look like, well, the Sage mode color, but it's just an X. His pupils are an X. And now Naruto's little things that he has like a Orochimaru, those get way longer, and they go down to his his mouth. Well, no, his lip. And Naruto learns the abilities of this, but Naruto, he thinks he looks retarded or dumb when he activates the Sage mode and his, things go down all the way to his lip. So Naruto, he doesn't do that anymore. So if Naruto makes it when he doesn't have that doesn't happen. And Naruto liked that. And when Naruto did do the X Sage mode, his eyes that Orochimaru, the makeup thing Orochimaru had, they came in and they did the Sage mode thing that Naruto has. And that's what happened when he closed his eyes and opened it up. And now Naruto is trying to learn their abilities. Naruto learns the first ability. It's called Purple Lightning. See, Naruto this doesn't use chakra. This uses Naruto's blood. Well, not blood specifically, but Naruto could place his hand or his sword up into the air, and purple lightning goes around it. It's enough lightning to rival Zeus himself. Just playing. It's not. It's probably as powerful as the Shidori right now, but it's gonna get way more powerful. And Naruto also is able to put it in his hand. So now Naruto has purple lightning as one of his abilities. Now Naruto tries to figure out another ability. This ability is it's called Nightmare. Naruto, he cuts you with his blade, or cuts you with his hands. He can put you in one of your worst fears. It's basically like Tsukuyomi, but it's not as worse as it. It's not as brutal as it. But instead of it just when you come out, you pass out and stuff, you actually get the pain, the scars and stuff from that nightmare. In Naruto, he also can punch the air and air punches come out, like that. And Naruto learns purple lightning and nightmare. And now Naruto has one more ability that he needs to learn. The ability is called Venom Seal. See, what Naruto does is that he uses his sword and he places it up into the sky. His sword has a purple ball on top of it. When he says Venom Seal. And Naruto shoots the purple ball into the sky. But then the purple ball comes down with a meteor, looking like a meteor. And it actually does have a meteor on it, but it has this purple energy around the meteor. And it goes down kind of like planetary devastation, but way more powerful. Way more powerful. And Naruto is actually proud of this ability. He could probably stop a tail beast with this. And yeah, Naruto wasn't wrong. Naruto thanked the Toad, the king of say Toads, and he said he went back. He spent a month in there training, so yeah. Now it is their Chunin exams. No, he didn't spend a month in the training. He spent he spent a month in their training. So yeah. Okay, so now, yeah, Naruto actually gets 2 months of, training with Jiraiya this month and the other month. Because, I haven't started the Chunin exams yet. So, yeah. So now it's the start of the Chunin exams. Naruto meets up with Team 10 and they're walking to the academy. And they see Naruto see through the Genjutsu, even though he doesn't have any chakra. He's learned a lot from training with the sages. So yeah, Naruto tells the team, come on. And they walk up to the place. And Naruto, while he's walking, he sees Sasuke getting challenged by Rock Lee. And, same thing happens in canon. Sasuke gets his butt handed to him by Rock Lee. And they just keep on walking. They make it into the examining place, and Naruto starts writing stuff down. Naruto gets the paper and he starts answering the questions correctly. Naruto wasn't stupid. He didn't let nobody, and it means nobody, see his paper. Naruto, when he was done, he finished in like 10 minutes. So he had about 50 minutes to spare. Naruto, when he was done, he looked around the room and he saw Gari. Naruto blushed a little bit when he saw her. Because Naruto, like I said in part 2, Naruto has never felt anything for a girl. Because they haven't felt nothing for him, but yeah, he hasn't felt the same for anybody, any type of girl. But Gari. Gari looked at Naruto too, and she blushed too. They both looked away from each other, turned away from each other quickly, and they looked back at their papers. But then Naruto, slightly looked at her, turning his head a little slow, and Naruto just looked back at his paper after that. Naruto was now it was now everybody finished, and the guy said, okay, if you, okay, if you want to answer the 10 questions, stay here, but if you don't, you will leave now. If you answer the 10th question right, you get, if you answer the 10th question right, you get the pass, but if you don't, you can never participate in the children's game. Everybody said that's kind of trash and all that, but Magma said the same thing Naruto said in the canon, and yeah, same thing happens. And Naruto stays like Naruto does, of course, stays, and everybody else from canon stays, and yeah. Now Aku comes in saying the same junk, and they go to the Force of Death. Yeah, they head to the Force of Death. And Naruto is with his team. He says, A team. I have faith in you guys that you guys can get the scroll. So I'm gonna be up in the highest tree, making sure that you guys are safe. So you guys can collect the scrolls, and I'll be watching you and make sure nobody's trying to get on your back. And yeah, so look. Naruto was talking to them still, but then Akko, she was still explaining, but Naruto already knew what to do, and she, threw the kunai at Naruto instead of Megumi, and Naruto caught the kunai with one finger. Then when he caught it with one finger, he turned around and had the kunai at Uncle's neck. He told Uncle to watch herself. I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a nice guy when somebody throws a kunai at me. Naruto gives kunai back to Uncle, and he starts discussing stuff with his teammates. And everybody was shocked that Naruto caught the kunai with one finger, and he was able to get the kunai to Ajoni's neck. So yeah. So same thing happens about Uncle saying he's ready to go, and the team goes in there. And Naruto, he speeds up all the way to the highest tree, and he's scouting. Naruto's scouting, and scouting, and scouting. And then he sees Orochimaru biting Sasuke's neck. Naruto says, wait, Orochimaru. I gotta protect my team, but it's Orochimaru. Naruto says, you should be able to handle yourself a little. And he goes down there and helps out Team 7. He says, hey, Team 7, you guys okay? No, he says, Sakura, the team okay? She says, Naruto, thanks. Naruto says, get your team out of here now. I handle this guy. And she gets Naruto and Sasuke, and not Naruto and Sasuke, Megumi and Sasuke, and she gets out of there. Naruto says, Orochimaru, Who are you? Orochimaru says, who are you? Naruto says, well, my name is Naruto Sarutobi. Orochimaru said, you're a Sarutobi? Hmm. Surprising, you look exactly like me. You must be adopted. You must be adopted. Wait, did you say your name was Naruto? Naruto said, yes. Looks exactly like me. Oh. Got it now. Hello, little brother. Naruto said, wait, what? And Naruto started having flashbacks about his big brother, Orochimaru. Yes, Naruto is Orochimaru's little brother. Naruto now remembers that the parents that he had were not his royal parents, but his royal parents wasn't replacing the parents that he had before that adopted him. So Naruto was adopted 2 times. But yeah, Naruto remembers about his brother, Orochimaru. Orochimaru had put Naruto under a genjutsu at at Naruto's 9 months. Naruto, he was gonna be able to remember Orochimaru because Naruto was really smart for his age, and Orochimaru knew that. Because Naruto was able to walk at 9 months and talk at 9 months. Well, not good, but talk at 9 months. And he was really smart. Well, he was like a first grader smart. And yeah, so he put Naruto under a genjutsu. But when Naruto ever saw Orochimaru's face, whenever Orochimaru said his name, you remember who he is. Naruto said, look, big brother Orochimaru? And Orochimaru says, ah, my little brother, it's been so long. Too bad mother and father died. It's too bad I didn't see how great a shinobi you've grown into. And with no chakra, Naruto? I'm so glad, my little brother. Naruto said, wait, how do you know I have no chakra? Naruto, who do you think put those snakes in those pits? They weren't just gonna be there. Naruto's eyes widened. You're telling me that you're the one that put those snakes in there? You made me suffer that torture? Why? Why? Why would you do that? Orochimaru said, foolish little brother. Doing the Itachi vibes. Foolish little brother. You wouldn't understand. I need to get Sasuke's body. I need the Sharingan. Naruto said, you're not getting nothing on my watch. And he said, wanna bet? Naruto. Naruto said, you better get ready for the fight of your life, Orochimaru. And Orochimaru said, okay, whatever. And Naruto and Orochimaru speeded at each other and clashed. They were clashing and clashing and clashing. They were predicting every move, everybody's moves. It's like they knew. It's like they could read each other's mind. They knew what they were gonna do. They were clashing for a good hour and 30 minutes until Naruto got a slice on Orochimaru. And Naruto was in X-Sage mode when he sliced him. He looked at Orochimaru, but Orochimaru was standing still for a good 5 minutes. Orochimaru stopped being frozen. He was panting hard. He's like, what was that? Naruto says, well, big brother, making me getting tortured by those snakes was your downfall. Naruto, so, I mean, Orochimaru looked into Naruto's eyes with the X Sage mode. He said, "What are those eyes? How? You have no chakra." Naruto said, "This is a chakra. This is X Sage mode." Naruto said, this is where it ends now, big brother." Naruto was about to slash on Orochimaru, but something in Naruto couldn't do it. He couldn't kill his big brother. For some reason, he just couldn't kill his big brother. Naruto said, "Why can't I do it? I've killed plenty of people. Why can't I kill him? Come on." Naruto just couldn't bring himself to kill his big brother. Orochimaru. This is Orochimaru. You can't kill me. You're so soft, little brother. You're never gonna be able to kill me if you still have feelings for me. You need to let those go. And you might be able to defeat me. Maybe I'll even let you join me." Naruto said, "I never joined somebody like you. You're a monster, a hypocrite, a torturer, and I hate people like that." And Orochimaru said, "If you hate people like that, why won't you kill me, huh? Kill me, Naruto. Kill me." Naruto said, "Shut up! Shut up!" And Naruto backed up, and Orochimaru kicked Naruto. He said, "Naruto, you're strong, but you're too weak in the hatred department. I see you around, little brother, Naruto." And Orochimaru got out of there. So real quick, guys, my Arthur POV, well, me. Guys, like, I know you guys were not expecting Orochimaru to be Naruto's big brother. Like, Naruto should be crazy then. Like, he should be a psychopath. Yeah, but I just don't. I just wanted to do that. Like, you're gonna see why Naruto is Orochimaru's little brother. And yeah, Naruto is just on his knees, panting hard. But then his Team 10 sees Naruto and he says, "Oh no, Naruto." Choji, Ino, and Shikamaru run over to Naruto and say, "Naruto, are you okay?" And they see Naruto panting hard. He's sweating. He says, my, my, my big brother. I couldn't kill him." And they said, "Wait, what? Why would you want to kill somebody like that?" Naruto said, it doesn't matter. We need to move. Did you get the scrolls?" And they said, "Yeah, we got him. Come on, we gotta go though." And Naruto left, and yeah, Team 10 made it to the place, and they laid down for those 5 days, and same thing happens in Canada with Team 7, and yeah. Now it's the primaries. Naruto wakes up and he puts on where did it go? I forgot what I said Naruto put a hat on before this, but Naruto puts on he just puts on a let's see, a jacket that resembles Shikamaru's jacket, but it's black. And he puts on whatever that thing, whatever they put whatever they put under their skin, whatever that stuff is. Naruto puts that on, and he has his sword on his back. And yeah, Naruto goes into walking to the preliminaries, but then he bumps into um Gari. Naruto says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Gari. You know, with a blush on his face, you know. Yeah, she's looking at Naruto and she says, "Oh, hey Naruto," and she's blushy too. Naruto says, I'm sorry that I bumped into you," and she says, "No problem." And she says, "So where are you going?" She says, "Where are you going?" I was heading to the stage for the preliminary, for the next stage of the tuning exams. She said, "Oh, I was going there too." "Well, you wanna walk there together?" Naruto said, "Okay." Naruto, started walking with her, and yeah, Naruto said, "Hey, Gari," and she said, "Yeah, Naruto." He asked Gari if she wanted to go get ramen with him after this um exam. She said, "Sure." No, actually, no. She says, "Wait, are you asking me out on like a date?" Naruto said, yeah, I mean, you can call it that, or if you don't want it to be." Now she's just stuttering, with a blush on his face, and she just says, "Yeah." She says, "Okay, I guess I could go on a date with you." And Naruto's in his head jumping for joy, like saying, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." She said yes. She said yes, yes. And Naruto just said, "Okay, thanks." And they keep on walking, and they make it to the the exam, and yeah, they walk down, and they say, "Well, it's the preliminary exams. Since so many people passed the forest of death, we decided to do a preliminary exam for the tuning exams. This will decide who will go to the finals after this." Naruto said, okay. And yeah, Naruto has to go against. Okay, so Naruto has to go against Tenten. Yep, Tenten, because she don't matter. Really don't. And that's the first match. Instead of Sasuke being the first match. Naruto walks down and he says, "Oh, we have ourselves a good match." He says, "Same to you." The partner says, "Ready, set, go." And Tenten throws some shuriken at Naruto. Naruto just weaves throughout all of those shuriken, and he rushes at Tenten. Not at his full speed though. Naruto says, "Got you now." And he low-key looked like he teleported behind Tenten, but he was just moving that fast, and he kicked Tenten in the back. She said, "Cool." She said, "You caught me off guard there, but you won't this time." And she got a scroll, and she made a lot of weapons come out of there, and they attacked Naruto. Naruto pulled out his sword, and he said, "This will be fun." And Naruto opened his eyes and closed his eyes and opened them. He wasn't in Sage mode, X Sage mode. He just opened his eyes and closed them, and he just said, "Let's do this." Naruto literally hit every single one of them. He was weeding throughout all of them, slicing them, and like a straight shinobi. Like he was doing the shinobi allowance on those freaking things, man. You might as well call him Madara. That's what he was doing to them things, right? And yeah, Naruto, he wasn't even panting. He wasn't even tired after that. She said, "How?" Naruto said, "Well, when you train like me, you get like that." Naruto speeds in front of her, and he chops her in the neck. Partner says, "Naruto Sarutobi is the winner of this match." And his team, you know, Choji, Shikamaru. Well, not Shikamaru. Well, he says, "Good job, Naruto." And Choji says, "Good job, Naruto. You did good." Says, "Naruto, cool. Naruto, you go." No, she said, "You go, Naruto." And Asuma says, "Good job, Naruto." And Team 7 says, says they're good. Good job to Naruto, stuff like that. And then in Sasuke's fight, same thing goes as canon. Everything else goes as canon, to be real with you. Oh, actually, no, Tamari, she fights just one of those random people. I forgot, like, one of those fathers, whatever they're called. So yeah, she fights that, one of those people. But everything else goes to canon. But, Gari, she doesn't break, Gaara's, leg and, arm and hand. She, she actually, she actually, just finishes him off. He just loses. And she says thanks for the fight. She had almost had did the almost had killed. I mean not killed. Almost had did the same thing she Gara did in canon, but she holded herself back. Cause like I said, she has mixed personalities. When she like wants like to kill somebody and is tempted to kill somebody, her basically like Shikaku Gara version of herself um goes over. But when she's around people that she loves and cares about, she just regular girl. So yeah, same. Everything happens, and now it's the it's the 1 month time skip. Naruto is walking out, and he is meeting up with Gari. Naruto thinking in his head, I wonder what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? And yeah, Naruto says, "Well, I hope nothing bad happens on my first date. I can't screw this up. You can't screw this up, Naruto. You're the son of the third Hokage, like father said." Flashback before Naruto left. What? You're going on a date with the Kage with the Kage I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. I look can't talk. The Kazakake's daughter? And Naruto says, "Yeah, I am." And Naruto says, "Naruto, you can't screw this up. For me and for you. Most likely for me. I can't have my son. I can't have my son not having. I can't have my son being. I can't have my son not having a girlfriend and screwing dates up. Okay, whatever. But, father, it was, yes, Naruto? Naruto says, I have to tell you something. I ran into Orochimaru at the Forest of Death, whose eyes widened. Wait, you ran into Orochimaru? Why did you not tell me this, Naruto? Naruto said, well, I was kind of hesitant to tell you. There's a bigger reason why I was hesitant to tell you, though. The reason, I'm the younger brother of Orochimaru. Uzin's eyes widened even more, like they were about to fall out of his socket. Naruto, you're the younger brother of Orochimaru? Why did you not tell me, Naruto? Why? Naruto said, well, the reason why is because I was put under Genjutsu. Before, I put under Genjutsu when I was 9 months. You see, I was really smart. I was really smart for my age. I was able to walk, talk, well, not perfectly, but I was able to talk, and I could remember stuff. And I always remember Orochimaru as a big brother. I loved Orochimaru. But then Orochimaru put me under engagements, so I won't remember him. But then, when Orochimaru said my name, and said little brother, everything came back to me. I remembered that I was his brother. And my parents, well, the parents that died in the third Great Ninja War were my adopted parents. So, yeah. Naruto says, "Well, Naruto, I'm glad you didn't turn up like Orochimaru. I just hope you know you can't have any. If you have the chance to take him down, you might have to resort to killing him." Naruto says, "I know. I don't. I actually had the chance to kill him. I just don't know why I couldn't do it. I only knew him for 9 months, but I feel like I was connected to Orochimaru for my whole life." Hiruzen, Hiruzen smiled. Said, "It's okay, Naruto. You just have to get over that. I'm sorry, but the brother you knew is now gone." And yeah, Naruto said, "Okay." Flashback ended. Naruto had a sad smile on his face. Said, "I'm gonna have to take him out one of these days." Naruto starts walking, and he meets up with Gari. You know, they talk and they make it to Ichiraku ramen. Ichiraku says, "Oh, Naruto, who's this? Is this your girlfriend?" Naruto says, I, I guess." And Gari, she blushes from Naruto saying, "I guess," and she says, um, yeah. Naruto looks over to Gari and with a surprised face, but he didn't think she was gonna say, yeah. But Naruto sat down, and they started talking, and they had ramen, and 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 they had ramen, and Naruto, we're talking, getting to know each other, and they surprisingly had a lot of stuff in common, and the date was finished. Naruto told Garakishi, told ex Gara, ex Gary, could he walk her to her house? She said, yeah. And yeah, they're walking in the alley. Naruto, there was a good silence between them, but then the silence broke um when Gari touched Naruto's arm. Naruto was surprised by this and he stopped. So did Gari, and Gari moved into Naruto's vision, and she was like 3 inches away from Naruto's lips, and she got closer, and Naruto got closer. But then Naruto just said, "Just one chance," and he went in and kissed Gari. And Gari and Naruto were having a good makeout session, and Naruto lifted up Gari, and she had her like her legs around Naruto's back crossed, and Naruto had her against the wall. They were, having a good makeout session, and that went on for a good, I'm gonna say 20, not 10 minutes. And Naruto and Gari, eventually realized what they were doing, and they stopped with a big blush, and like their face literally looking like it was the sun, looking like it was hot as the sun. Naruto said, sorry about that." Gary said, no problem. This actually was my first kiss." And Naruto was surprised and said, "Jeez, girl's pretty first her. That was her first kiss? She gotta be lying." Naruto says, "Are you, I don't know, are you lying to me?" And He said, no, I'm telling the truth. And Naruto was surprised. And yeah, they Naruto walked her back to her hotel where her brother and sister were. And they were holding hands their way back. And yeah, Naruto dropped her off, and Naruto went back with a smile on his face. What a perfect couple. The cause the Hokage's adopted son and the Kazakage's daughter. What a perfect couple. Okay, now Naruto was walking back to the Hokage village. He made it inside, and he went to Haruzen's office. And Haruzen came when Naruto opened the door. He said, "Naruto, did you did you do it?" Naruto said, "Yes, I did it. I did it." Haruzen ran over to Naruto and gave him a big, big hug. He said, "My son, I'm so proud of you, Naruto. I'm so proud of you." With tears of joy falling down his eyes. And Naruto said, "Okay, okay, Dad, just can you let me go? You're kind of suffocating me." Haruto said, "Oh, sorry, Naruto." And Haruto said, "Well, Naruto, how did how did how did it how did it feel to kiss a girl?" Naruto said, "Wait." Naruto said, "I don't think I would actually feel comfortable talking to you about that, Haruzen." And when Naruto says Haruzen, he's serious. Like when he says Haruzen, because Naruto usually says father or dad to Haruzen, but when he says here, um, like Haruzen knows that he's being serious. So when he said that, no, Haruzen shut up real quick. He said, "Okay." He said, "Okay, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Anyway, I'm proud of you, Naruto. What are you gonna be doing for your 3 months of training?" Naruto says, "Well, I was thinking about just doing my daily routine." And he said, "Well, if you want to, Naruto, I can actually let you go somewhere, um, train somewhere way farther than this." And Naruto said, "Where's that?" Haruto said, "Well, I can let you train with my mon- with my monkey contract people, or monkey Miyaboku, whatever the sage mode thing is called for the monkeys. Called for monkeys." Naruto was like, "Okay," and Naruto went there for a month, and he was running around. I'm gonna say that place was as big as the country of Georgia. So yeah, Naruto was running really far. He ran for 2 days straight like that. Naruto, from doing that, got a lot more faster. Then he did that for a month, and he was doing some workouts and everything. Naruto is now faster than the Flying Reggie. If Naruto battled, if Naruto battled Minato right now, Naruto was winning. Naruto was winning, bro. All that sucker Naruto had to do was say, "It's over, Minato." And when Minato tried to throw that freaking flying raging kunai at Naruto, and Naruto dodges, and he tries to come and do the, flying raging level 2, Naruto just gonna be like, and he gonna teleport on top of Minato and just kick that sucker, bruh. That's how it will go down. That's how that jump will go down. That's how fast Naruto is, bro. Naruto is so fast that he can react to the Sage of 6 at speed. I'm not even joking with you. And yeah. Naruto is now done with his training, and he heads back to. Well, every. He wasn't there all month. He actually went back. He went on a couple of dates with Gari. They're getting to get to know each other, and they're now officially, boyfriend girlfriend. And Gari told Tamari and Kakado about this. And Kakado told Gari, if Naruto ever does anything wrong to you, I'm gonna kill him. And Gary says, "Kankado, I don't think you'll be able to do that. Naruto could kill you in an instant. I'm not even joking." And Tamari says, "Yeah, I'm with Gary on this one, Kankado. I don't think you should try Naruto. Because I don't think Naruto would even do something like that to Gary." it seemed like he really loves her. And Naruto, he says, well, if he does, I have his respect. And yeah, Naruto. Now it's the day of the tuning exams. Now let me describe what Naruto's wearing. Naruto is wearing, well, what should Naruto be wearing? Naruto's wearing a jacket. Gari gave him. Well, not a jacket. What was a sleeveless jacket? Um, it basically looked like Itachi's. Um, I'm taking another thing from my other what if. I don't know if I did this yet, but yeah. Naruto has a sleeveless jacket, and it kind of looks like Itachi young. You guys know how Itachi young version Itachi had a sleeveless Uchiha shirt. Yeah, Naruto has that, but instead of there's no top on there, so like Naruto there's no top, and there's a sand cloud on each side of on Naruto's hip and chest, on Naruto's hips and chest, and Naruto also is wearing bandages, bandages, bandage bandages around on his whole arm, because Naruto, he's purple lightning. He still has to get used to his purple lightning, even though he can, still like it doesn't hurt Naruto as much, but it does like mess up Naruto's hands sometimes. Naruto puts bandages on it, and Naruto has fingerless gloves on his left hand, and he's just wearing black shinobi shoes and black shinobi pants, and he has his sword on his back. So Naruto looking drippy. And yeah, Naruto still does have his Kaneki mask on, like I said. No, actually, no. Naruto, he takes off the Kaneki mask and he puts on the Kakashi type mask now. So yeah, Naruto doesn't have the Kakashi. I mean, he doesn't have the Kaneki mask no more. He has the Kakashi mask. And Naruto just walking to the Chunin exams, and he's okay. I'm gonna say Naruto is okay. So this is the Naruto is still training at Mount Monkey Miyaboku, whatever it's called. And Naruto's opponent is Sasuke. So yeah, Naruto is gonna be late, like Sasuke. And he gonna make a grand entrance, bruh. It's gonna be more harder than Sasuke's and Kakashi's. And yeah, everybody was, waiting for the Sasuke and Naruto fight. But everybody went to see the Hokage's son versus the last Uchiha. You know, Naruto did, he was just sitting there. He was just sitting there meditating, doing some stuff, and working on his purple lightning because he was gonna use it doing this. And Naruto, I'm gonna say he got it to Kakashi's, probably like Kamui lightning blade power, so stronger probably is, but a little weaker. Oh yeah, Naruto now is just now, everything goes as canon. Every fight goes as canon, except Magma is instead of Naruto is Magma fighting Neji, and yeah, all that happens. But then it's Sasuke's grand entrance. Sasuke shows up in this dust of rain with the leaves and stuff, and he's like, my name is Sasuke Chiha, says that. But then, he says, well, we're gonna give the other part their 5 more minutes. Naruto Saruto. Naruto's like, Naruto, where are you? In his head, and he's like, looks like and Kazakage or Orochimaru was like, looks like the little brother is not showing up. And then Naruto says, now, there's clouds rolling again. Yep, yeah, it's about to be hard. There's clouds rolling. People look up and see it's it's starting to get thunder. It's thunder's coming down, over there, and it's getting dark clouds. But then a purple lightning just strikes in the middle of freaking the freaking tuning exams battle, and Naruto, and there is Naruto, and he says, "My name is Naruto Saritobi." And Naruto has Indra's hairstyle, but his hair, still does have like the black tips. So he has, so people they didn't know who he was. So they said, oh, "Wait, who are you?" He says, "My name is Naruto Saritobi." And all the girls thought Naruto was looking even more cute now. Well, they thought Naruto was even cute now. But, Naruto, they were too late. Naruto already went Gary. And Naruto, he showed up flyer than Sasuke. I don't care what you say. He showed up flyer than Sasuke. If you show up in purple lightning, if clouds rolled in and purple lightning strike the ground and you came out of that, you was getting all the girls, bro. If you not, people do not know about flyness. And Naruto, so Naruto lands in, the purple lightning, and yeah. So Naruto is just, looking at Sasuke, and Sasuke looking at Naruto. Sasuke says, "Well, Naruto, this is where it ends now." And Sasuke has the 3-time Moe Sharingan now. I just made him more overpowered, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's not standing a chance against Naruto. And yeah. So practice says, "Ready, set, go." Naruto is just sitting there, and Sasuke is just sitting there. Naruto says, "Well, Sasuke, have ourselves a good fight." And Sasuke has his grass sword from, Shippuden, because he knows that Naruto is a Kenjutsu user, so he started to use Kenjutsu, because he knew his opponent was Naruto. So, yeah. So, he got his grass cutter, and Naruto was holding his sword. He said, let's have ourselves a good fight. Sasuke, well, now, Sasuke, Sasuke says, "Let's have ourselves a good fight, Naruto." And Naruto says, "Sasuke, taste my blood." And Naruto speeds over at Sasuke. Sasuke activates his 3-time Moe Sharingan, and he reacts, and puts his sword, his grass sword up, and they're just clashing right now. They're actually fighting good right now. I'm gonna say they're not equally matched. Naruto just pretending like they are. And, people are satisfied about, like, how fast Naruto is moving, how fast Sasuke is moving, and all that. And then Sasuke shoots a fire-style fireball jutsu. Naruto says, and then that's gonna do something. He says, Saratobi style, after image. And his after image throws a sword down, and it creates a toad, and there's a water style liquid bullet, and the after image disappears. And yeah. Naruto then throws his sword at Sasuke. And he's running, but then Sasuke dodges and hits the sword out. He's like, got you now, Naruto. But then as soon as Sasuke's about to go for a slash, Naruto spins, and he says, "Now, my sword." And he puts his hand out, and his sword just comes to him it appears in his hand. And, people are surprised that Naruto's sword just appeared in his hand like it had body flicker. And Naruto spin, and he clashed with Sasuke, and he hit Sasuke's sword out of his hand. And Sasuke backed up and threw some shuriken, but Naruto just did some after images, and then hit and Sasuke hit the after images. And Sasuke did a Phoenix Flower Jutsu, and tried to get Naruto off of him, and then he backed up all the way up to the floor. All the way up there. And he said, "Ha, I got you now." And he did the Shidori hand signs. Shidori, and I'm gonna say the Shidori is way more powerful than it. I'm gonna say he has the Shidori at Shippuden level Sasuke because he had the 3-time weight. And Naruto said, perfect. Naruto opened his eyes. Closed his eyes and opened them. And then you saw the X Sage mode. Everybody looking at Naruto confused. His eyes look like they're X, but Orochimaru, he was the most surprised. He saw his brother's eyes. He thought Naruto had no chakra, but then he remembers. That's how the snake's eyes look. Is it possible? And Naruto might have a sinister grin on his face, and Hiruzen was just smiling. Said, "That's my boy." And Naruto said, "Bring it, Sasuke." And Sasuke speeded over to Naruto, and Naruto said, "Purple lightning." Did too much sound effects, you know. He said purple lightning. He said purple lightning, and Sasuke said Shidori, and like I said, not to say purple lightning, and they clashed, and they were like sitting there, how anime characters clash, Sasuke's hand onto Naruto's sword, and yeah, it was purple and blue lightning, but then Sasuke stepped it up a notch, and his lightning went up to white lightning. People were surprised. They saw white lightning. White lightning. That's surprising. And Naruto said, white lightning, I can step it up a notch too." He says, "Black lightning," and his lightning becomes black, and this makes the clouds turn black and strike Naruto's sword. And Naruto blocks. Sasuke got strike back with this, and he said, "How?" And Naruto was looking at Sasuke, was walking slow, looking at Sasuke with his sword and black lightning. His arm has black lightning all around it too. And Naruto was just walking and looking at Sasuke really slow. And Sasuke said, "What are you?" Naruto said, I am a venom snake." And he rushed at Sasuke. Sasuke, so he rushed at Sasuke, and for a split second, he rushed at Sasuke, and he cut Sasuke with his finger. Don't ask me how he did that, he just did it. And then Sasuke saw his freaking clan get murdered once more, and his Mangekyo Sharingan activated. Naruto saw his Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke Mangekyo Sharingan, but he didn't want Orochimaru to see this, because this would make Orochimaru even more thirsty for Sasuke's blood. So he made it seem Sasuke was still using his 3-time weight by putting Orochimaru and everybody else under a Genjutsu. He was so quick that he literally cut everybody and made it see Naruto, he can make it. His cuts not just nightmare, they're actually illusions. So yeah, he made it seem like Sasuke's eyes were still in 3-time weight by cutting everybody, except for Hiruzen and people that he trusts that could keep a secret. And yeah, Naruto was looking at Sasuke. Said, "And my Mangekyo Sharingan is wicked." Sasuke felt the sharp pain in his eyes, and he said, "What do you mean, my Mangekyo?" "Sasuke, you now have the power to defeat your brother, but if you keep on using these like this, you'll go blind. You can't defeat your brother like that." Naruto somehow knows about the Mangekyo Sharingan, and he says, "Wait, what do you mean Mangekyo?" Naruto tells Sasuke, to look to get his sword and look into the blade with his eyes. And Sasuke did that, and he saw his Mangekyo Sharingan. He was surprised. He thought this looked exactly like his brother. I mean, it didn't look like his brother, but it was similar. Sasuke thought he could take down his brother with this, and he could. But Naruto, he remembered Naruto's words. You could go blind with this. Don't use it as much. Sasuke said, probably shouldn't use it as much. But then Naruto said, what? But, so there's a but to this. Do you know where your father's grave is? And he said, wait, what? Naruto was talking quiet, so nobody can hear Naruto talking. And Sasuke says, what? Of course I know where my father's grave is. Well, if you get his Sharingan, you can get the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and your eyes won't have to go blind. I can help you out with that after this, but let's just keep on going. Sasuke says, don't mind if I do. Sasuke performs another Chidori, but this time, this Chidori is yellow. This was low-key yellow and white lightning. See, this is one of my own type of Chidoris. I just wanted to create this. He calls this Thunder Collision Chidori. And yeah, he goes at Naruto, but Naruto still have his black lightning, and he says, "It's over, Sasuke." And then that's the end of the video, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Naruto Black Ops out.